Today we're going to have a little nose around the ISS. In this instance, the Russian section stroke module. Are the Russians going to serve up anything better than the usual tosh we've got used to from these ISS performances? Well, let's have a look. Just going to pause it there for a minute. No cuts so far, fair play. But there's nothing to suggest here at this point in time that anyone's in a weightless environment. All I've got is a camera going along that spun around a few times, but nothing to suggest anyone's in a weightless environment here, okay? Just thought I'd point that out. Interesting there, the jazz kicks in there to get you a little bit distracted just as the camera is approaching this junction here where we've got supposedly multiple different choices of wings or whatever you want to call it, sections of the ISS. So this is going to be rather revealing. Hence we've got the music kick in just before we approach this junction. So this will be interesting. Ridiculous. The same old tosh. They went all samurai on us and gave us an almighty cut. Why? Why go all the way down the wing there? All the way there without a cut. Coming into the junction, the jazz kicks in. Why now are you going to stop and cut the footage? Unless it's fraudulent. You can't do it properly. There's no other reason to cut there. The jazz was playing. I was tapping my toe. We were coming down the corridor there. But no, you had to spoil it for all of us with an almighty cut. Ridiculous. These people are just jokers. It's embarrassing at this point in time. Nice bit of sax and jazz, mine. Fair play. Come to the money shot, which is the same old bit of curve we keep seeing from the U2 planes. Whatever method they're using here, whether they're just in a little glass room here, a little mock ISS looking at a projection, or whether this is overlaid and it's not even there, it's been added in, it's clearly fake. It's the same amount of curve we see at multiple different heights. Clearly ridiculous. Scientifically impossible, and every tower crane on Earth tells us that. Scientifically, and undebunkable by anyone, because it's a scientific fact. So already we know this is tosh. It looks tosh. It is tosh. Bearing in mind, supposed to be doing 17,500 miles an hour here. Have a word. What is it with all these astronauts and spinning cameras? I'd hate for these, with their very, very clumsy hands apparently, be operating the Canadarm whilst they're spinning cameras around. Dear, oh dear. Again, we're getting plenty of cuts, some nice jazz to get you to relax and accept this bullshit. again, if you're going to start doing that, start zooming in, why are you just going to do that a little bit? I've seen all the collection of cameras with ridiculous, and I mean ridiculous zoom capabilities. Why? Why then does Matey Boy choose to go to the window, zoom in using his phone rather than one of those ridiculous cameras and zoom right in, P900 or P1000 style? Because it's fake, obviously. Almost like the curtain and it coming down on a silly pantomime. And there you have it. The Russians had a great opportunity there to deliver. They blew us away coming all the way down the hallway with no cuts, but the moment they got to the window, we had a silly cut. Of course, they had to kick the jazz in just before that happened to try and distract us. Just gives it all away. Then you've got a cameraman who likes spinning his camera around. Yeah, great. Then the cameraman, stroke astronaut, chose to zoom in on Earth, not with one of those ridiculously good cameras with incredible zoom capabilities. No. I'll use me mobile phone, so I can't zoom in very far. It's a joke at this point in time, and so obvious. Reality tells us the globe's impossible. So we know that what is being shown, i.e. a craft going around a ball, is fake. They're fraudulent, they're liars. It's a scientific fact. And again, as I've highlighted, no one doubts something flies across the sky. But what is seriously in doubt is whether that thing is doing 79,000 miles an hour, and it's certainly not going around a ball. Sorry, you've only got to look at the space footage that is cited as evidence. It's just a performance. Silly pantomime. They have to stick jazz in there. Samurai cuts. Astronauts with terrible camera habits. They go to the window, not with their super lens. No, we'll take our mobile phone. Clearly ridiculous. Mockery at this point in time. If you want to believe that, give yourself a slap. Because quite frankly, it's got really silly at this point in time, lads.